everyone, this is Danica Favorite, and I'm here to talk to you about part 2 of Overcoming Your Fear of Art Journaling. And so I wanted to just show you what my finished product ended up looking like. I'm really pleased with it. I did end up going and getting my watercolor paints and just painting. Basically what I did is I colored in pretty much everything. I colored in my letters even though I had already decorated them. I colored in my circle, and then I colored in my little squigglies, and then I colored in this part. And one of the things that came to, and then I colored the outside. One of the things that came to me as I was thinking about this is that, if you look at it, to me there was a really distinct image that came about, and that's of the sun. I didn't intend on making a sun, and yet there it is, a great big sun. And I love it. It makes me so happy to look at this. Because really, when I started the challenge, I really intended to just say a circle, a line, and a squiggly. And that's what my circle, line, and squiggly turned into. It turned into this great piece about fear. And then the ultimate image that emerged after I added all the paint was a sun. And I think what a perfect metaphor for casting out fear. Because light casts out fear. I mean, it casts out the darkness. And so there is no fear left over. And so I really wanted to share that with you because I think that sometimes when you start a project, you have to know what it's going to turn out into, and you have to know what theme you're exploring, and you have to know if there's going to be a metaphor or an image or something as a focal point. And sometimes that does happen. Sometimes you start your work and you think, I have this idea. I want it to come out. This is my main idea. This is what my art journal is about. And sometimes I was just showing you a basic thing to do that really turned into something pretty cool. The other thing I wanted to show you is my watercolor paint, because I talked to you in the last video about the importance of just being simple, using simple tools and materials. So I'm going to show you my watercolor paint. These are my watercolor paints. And I just dropped the watercolor paint brush all over my computer, which is awesome. That's alright. A little paint never hurt anything. This is my brush I use. And they are basically, these are like the $1.99 watercolor paints you get in the kids art section of Target or wherever you, I think you probably could get these at the grocery store too. And the paintbrush is the little paintbrush that came with the art kit. I didn't use anything fancy. And there are places where there are some mistakes. As you can kind of see, I have a little bit of bleed. If you kind of look right in here, there's some bleed of the purple onto the yellow. And that's okay, I don't mind. I think that it just kind of adds to the charm of the piece. And this to me is just such a great reminder of not being afraid. Not being afraid to try. Just jumping in, doing it. And again, it's really not a perfect piece, but to me it means so much because it's a really beautiful reminder, and I really got to spend a lot of time thinking about being afraid of art and being afraid to just put myself out there and show off what I'm doing. I think we all have that, and you just have to move past it and see what that's telling you. So I hope you have had fun making your project. I would really love to see it. Please do share with me. And if you have any questions, please do visit me, www.danicafavorite.com. Thanks a lot.